Hey, what's up, everybody? Doing another live. Got myself something to eat. That's why I got the toothpick. Road tripping. Road tripping. Not road raging. Road tripping. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make some use of this time because when I go live on YouTube, when I go live on where we at? What is this? YouTube. I get a lot of love. By the way, I am Joseph R. Wheeler the third, the artist, the founder, and the president of the illustrious, the world renowned. We ain't just saying words, we mean this. The world renowned ONYXCON. I heard y'all. I appreciate you. That's the call and response. That's the universal glory. That's like the bat signal up in the sky. Put the big O on its con. Like I said, I just want to chat, keep myself lively as I roll, keep myself. I was listening to some music and I was trying to get that background. I knew it was trying to tell me, nope, you don't need that. It just need to be you. Because it's linked to my car and I don't even have the cord linked to my car. It's like the Bluetooth is kicking in and I'm like, I didn't tell you to do that. You know what? Matter of fact, while I say that, I'm just playing with technology. Let me see if this thing gonna act right. Let me see if it's gonna act right. If I did want to listen to music while I'm doing a live. Oh, see, look at that. Okay, see, we go all these smart devices, so they ain't smart. It's annoying. Call in progress. But yeah, I know I'm on a call. I wanted people to hear a little music that I was listening to. They were playing Memory Lane by Nas. If you never heard it, Nas, the legendary MC from Queensbridge, New York. And that brought back just what the song says, Memory Lane. I felt that. I felt that in my soul when I heard it because I haven't heard that song. I haven't listened to that album. I'm trying to remember which Nas album that was on, but Memory Lane. If anybody knows, hit the comments. Remind me. But I almost want to say it was Illmatic, his first, noted album. He had other albums, but that was the one that really, put him on the map. But yeah, Memory Lane. I was like, oh man, I ain't heard this in forever, ever, forever. Like it literally lived up to the name of the song. I said, oh my gosh. Ooh, dun, dun, ooh, coming out of Queensbridge. CL Smooth. Now, shout out to CL Smooth. That's one of my favorite legendary MCs of all time. We talking about real hip hop, y'all. Pete Rock and CL Smooth. If you don't know the group, look them up. Do yourself a favor. That's true lyricism. One of the greatest that ever did it. CL is the man. CL so much the man. When I was doing comic books, I named one of my characters in honor of him. I called him CL, but then I made the CL mean something else. Because I honestly don't remember what the MCs, the rappers' initials stand for, what, CL Smooth, what CL stands for. But for my character in my book, comic book Brother Yams, YAMZ, I had an alter ego character to Yams called the Conquering Lion, Menelik. And the Menelik part was an homage to the Ethiopian kings, if you know the history of Ethiopia. But so that's what that was. But CL, I said, and they often say Conquering Lion of Judah, and all that ties in with Rastafarian culture and how they pay homage to Ethiopia as being the homeland of their cultural beliefs. Okay. So anyway, so that was my way of shouting out all of that, and there was a younger, much younger me exploring all those different cultures, trying to understand them and everything, and then blending them with stuff I was getting in hip hop through the music and everything else. And so, and that's how I named that character. But and he's a wrestler, and so is Yams. I'm saying pro wrestling. I used to be I'm still into pro wrestling, but I used to be like hardcore. Like I didn't miss when WCW was out, like really when it was at its height. I'm talking about NWO. years and all of that type of stuff, I was all in. I would be watching that stuff. I did not miss an episode. Nowadays, I don't catch. I catch it if I catch it. That's kind of how it is with most of the things I'm fan of. It's like, when it's on, it's on. It's not, it's not. And if I make a strategic plan to see something, it's because it really caught my attention. Like, for instance, that new Denzel Washington movie. That's what I'm gonna call it, because that's what made me go, ooh, oh, wow. Like, Gladiator 2. I know y'all have seen that trailer, right? We got Abram in the house. What's up, man? I see you. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to assume you the one to put the like, and I appreciate it. We got 6 people in the building. I ought to see 6 likes. The like should always equal the people looking. That's how I feel about that. If you sitting there looking at me, obviously I'm somehow entertaining. Even if you say this, he boring, I don't like this, I don't like that, because got a lot of negative people in this world. But if you sitting there looking at me, you like something, so just, hey, yo, show some love. It helps. It helps the computer to know we do valuable content here. And it wouldn't matter either way, we're going to get the numbers, because we get some numbers. These lives be hidden. They be hidden. How's the day going? Day is going good. He asked me, yeah, man, I'm on a road. I'm out here road tripping, heading back from a road trip, so to speak, and planning towards the next big opportunity to make some content, doing major blogs, which, by the way, for anybody who's interested and has a business in particular, you don't have to have a business for this, but I'm going to break it down to you so you understand different things you can do that can help ONYXCON. And by the way, we are a 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle organization. Okay, we're literally, I don't know, everybody doesn't have to be aware of this, but if you are privy to this information, you understand how nonprofits work. Our status as a nonprofit literally is categorized as an arts and multi-purpose organization. I was so happy when I saw it, because they give you this long list. I mean, it's long. I can't remember how many categories for the different types of nonprofit organizations there can be. You have to pick, wisely, because it's going to be something that's going to represent you from that day forth. And it couldn't have gotten no better. I was like, that's it. That's literally it. Like, we represent the arts, and we multi-purpose, because we deal with a lot of other things that may not consider the arts, but they're still arts to me. But, to try to have to explain that to a corporate structure is like they made that real simple and easy for us to get right in where we're supposed to be. So that was really cool. But anyway, that's just a little note for anybody doing business. If you have any goals of ever starting a nonprofit, there are many options. Just know that. So anyway, and like I said, I went on this live literally just to chat it up with y'all, because we been getting some good numbers on the road trip. I sleep awake. I just had dinner, so but still want to you think. I don't know about you, but I think when I'm riding and when I'm walking and hiking, when I'm exercising like that, especially the hiking and walking and stuff, I love it. Like, did a nice beach walk, did a little workout video, by the way. Shout out to all the brothers in their 40s staying fit and understand the importance of staying fit. Did a video honoring that. I used to not want to tell people my age, being an actor and in the biz, because people make a really big deal about age, and there's a lot of ageism in Hollywood, but even, independent film stuff, people tend to take folks for granted or try to keep you in a little box. Like, they say, well, he's this age, so can he play that, and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of messes up your flow sometimes. But I got to a point where I was like, if somebody's that simple, I don't want to work with them. And I'm like that about all of that with the biz. It's like, I was saying, okay, there we go. The numbers are back. Okay. If I don't see the numbers moving, I know it ain't actually on. It'll say you're back, but you ain't back. So I always wait. I look at that little number. If that number ain't moving, I've been on here for 9 minutes and counting. 9:50, 9:51, 52, 53. I ain't starting to talk till I see that number move. So anyway, I was saying about being an actor and stuff. A lot of people have age casting issues where they try to box people in. Like, some casting directors would say, oh man, you could play 35, or you could play this, that, and the other. I mean, if you put a little color in your beard or whatever, we could do it. But then somebody else will say, as soon as they hear you, or the same person might say, after they know your age, oh, never mind. No. It's like, what the hell? What changed? Like, damn, I'm still able. I can do it, depending on what the role is, So you got, so I used to care about that, but then I got to a point, I was like, look, man, anybody that's that simple and doesn't, think outside, because I've been a casting director myself, I've directed, I've done, I write, I produce, I do all of these things. And by the way, if you want to see examples of it, check out here on our channel. It's an ONYXCON film. Big years ago. And to this day, I still want to see it come to light. I got a lot of friends and connections in the biz, major people, super major people. Uh, the only downside to having major friends that can do stuff for you is they don't have the time half the time. Like when I say major, I'm talking about, I know stunt people who right now are working on Marvel films. I know actors and actresses who've done everything from Marvel to DC and in between. I know I interviewed, it's all proof of the pudding. We don't just talk it, we walk it here. And I say this for anybody who might be new to the channel. But check out ONYXCON exclusives and the playlist. The playlists are the channels. I always tell people, the way you should look at this when you're here, we treat this like a real television network. There are multiple, but it's like, you have like Tubi or what's that thing, Zubo or Zubi, I don't know. All them different channels, you can stream a bunch of different things on one thing. Like as soon as you go into the portal, think of ONYXCON as a portal. And once you're in the portal, you click those playlists, you're gonna see a plethora of options. And then once you click a playlist, you're gonna see more options of actual content, actual episodes, or actual events, or whatever it may be. Because I cover a lot. We got over 1,000 plus videos here. We should have been monetized, but that's a whole other story. Uh, so I say all that. Yeah, yeah. Brian D. Covington in the house. What's happening, brother? Yeah, man. Rolling out here, road tripping. I'm just talking, chatting it up, keeping myself active. I'm not sleepy or nothing like that. I just, got thoughts in my head, just want to share them. Even if I'm rambling, there's no particular topic on this live. Some lives I have a theme, and it's hard to stick to it because I like to tangent. Today it's tangent free. It's a tangent festival. I'm gonna talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about as it comes to me, like a hip hop freestyle. We going in, right? So I was talking about the biz and ageism and people casting people by their age and stuff like that, and how that can mess with your career. So I used to not say my age. And I just pick and choose when I want to say the actual number. And if you're paying attention, you might hear me drop it sometimes. I might allude to it. I might say things that's pretty simple and easy, or I might just say it outright. It just all depends on what mood I'm in, or what the audience is, what the crowd, what the vibe is. But I'm proud of my age, and I was saying I did a video about working out past your 40s on the beach. I did a little beach workout, you know what I'm saying? Tybee Island, coastal Georgia, beautiful scenery. Only thing missing was some gorgeous women. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. As a single man, for my fellas that love the women like I love the women, because that's all I love in that category. Okay, Tybee, I must say, that whole area, Savannah, Tybee Island. I haven't been a lot of other places. I'll take that back. I have been other places on the coast. I haven't hung out there a lot. I've hung out a lot in Savannah, and especially lately because I'm doing some work there. But I've noticed it's not that I'm not going to ever say there's not beautiful women everywhere. Everywhere on this earth, there's a beautiful woman and beautiful women, plural. But I have noticed, for my taste, I've been talking about this a lot lately on people's taste, and I always like to lead with that to say this is my opinion. Make sure you understand. I'm not casting this like, oh, what I think of the women there is what everybody ought to think. I did a video. I went live just the other day, and I was talking about that. And how frustrated I get with dudes be talking about, she's a 5, she's a 6, she's a 10, she's a... In your book. Like, and they're saying it with such absolute confidence and just like, this is the end all be all. Nobody can debate my word. I have spoken. It's like, fool, who is you? Not who are you? Who is you? You ain't nobody. Shut up and sit down somewhere. Like, yo, always lead with, in my perspective, it's respect. It's like saying Mr. and Mrs. and all that to older folk. You know what I'm saying? Somebody young come up to me, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Will. Oh man, if you come correct like that, you're gonna instantly get my attention if you young. I'm saying, you're a teenager or whatever. That's respect. You acknowledge these grades. That still means something. You understand? You earn them mofos. You don't just get those. I mean, some people do get them young, but I'm saying most people don't. You know. Anyway, what my man saying? I gotta see here real quick. Hold on, let me put the phone up high so I ain't looking down. Mommy done said, don't mind all that stuff behind me. I'm doing a lot of transport. Oh man, let me see. We still gotta go live to highlight those artistic skills you got. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. This brother bought some artwork, y'all. He put his money where his heart is. When he say he love your work, when he say he love what you're building, Between Magic and Dreams, Mr. Brian D. Covington, who is a writer you need to check out. Between Magic and Dreams is the name of the series of his books and comic books that you need to check out. Let me give him that full shout out, proper shout out. Make sure y'all go check him out for real. Look it up. You see him in the comments. Hopefully you can see it. But it's Between Magic and Dreams. Available now on Amazon. You can order his books. I think you're up to what? Book number 2, homie? What you at? 3 book? I forget. I know it's 2. Are you up to 3 now? And comic books, how many issues? But I got a few of them that you sent me, and I appreciate it, man. The comic in particular blew my mind. I was really impressed. I loved it. And honestly, that's more the type of reading I do. Besides, research online and looking up stuff real quick and reading articles and stuff. I admit I'm not a big novel reader, but I'm always proud to have your book and tell people about it. And I did start the first one, and I know your style, so I know you're a great writer. You have a very easy flow to the way you write. So shout out to you forever, my fam. But he says he's writing number 3 now, y'all. Y'all won't be able to see the comments when I repost this, so I'm just reading it out so you know what he said back. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about the workout video. Oh no, I was talking about women in the coastal region. What I've noticed. Now I know anytime you're near water, there's got to be beautiful people. That just happens. I always say that's a general rule of mine. It's not to say that inland folk aren't attractive to me, because that damn sure can be real too. But speak of, oh my gosh, we're gonna talk about travel this episode. It's not gonna, like I said, there's no one topic to this. I'm just chatting and stuff comes to me, but we're gonna definitely go in on travel real quick, because that's what time it is. Vlog life, baby. We doing it. ONYXCON. We in the air. We on the ground. We in the boat. We on the train. We over the ONYXCON rides. That's another part of it. You feel me? The ride itself, and what you rolling in, flying in, whatever, all that. All right. So, like I say, coastal is typically a lot of beautiful people because it's port culture, it's beach culture. It attracts people from other places. People blend. You get an assortment, a variety. Some people don't like assortment. Some people don't like blending. Some people don't like variety. Like I said, I ain't speaking to everybody. I'm talking about me. I freaking love it. I am a beach dude. Like people be talking about beach or the mountains. I say both, but if you say one gotta win, beach for the rest of my life. I mean, typically a mountain is high up, it's elevation, it's beautiful, but it's bound to get cold. Beach gonna be warm most of the time. It might get cool sometimes, but most of the time it's warm, and the water does something for my soul. And I'm a fisherman. I love to fish. I'm an angler for life, so come on. Beach wins. What y'all think in the comments? 8 people watching, 2 liking. What's up with that? I keep telling y'all, when I see that little icon for the little person and it say whatever number, and that's right, drop off. Because if you fake and you're phony and you're bot, get the hell on. Just lost 3. Good. 5. Make it happen. Let's go. Need 3 more. Match it up. Let's go. Let's get that love. But check it. Inland tends to be, so here's what I say about inland. And for me, my taste, with ladies, I say inland can be gorgeous too. It just depends on what you like. Whatever you like, and I don't have one type. I got types. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about multi-ethnic, multi-complexion, the only thing that ain't multi is height. I do have a height limitation. And even my height limitation doesn't keep me from acknowledging a beautiful woman is beautiful. Like my ex, because I'm divorced, right? She was tall. She was one of them Amazons, a true Amazon. To this day, I always say, how the hell, why the hell, what was I thinking? And I jokingly say, no wonder why that didn't work out. It was just, I mean, the real thing is we were just way too damn young. We met when I was in college, and I thought I knew everything. She thought she knew everything. Later on, I never forget after we got a divorce, that was the first thing we both admitted. We was like, we was just young. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. Exactly. And we kept pushing, but that's what time it is. But anyway, I see you said something, Brian. I just can't look right now, man. I can't really read it, but trust me, I will check it in a second. I'm passing by 18 wheelers and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, but somebody saying something talking about I look like somebody. I don't know who that is that you're talking about. So please tell me if that's a rapper or actor or who else. So when I look it up later, I can either laugh or be offended. I just want to know which way did that go? They say I look like a aged version of somebody named Sneeko. I don't even know who the hell that is. That must be some new young rapper because when the ones that be having millions of followers and cult fandom, and I have never heard of them. It ain't really trying to go hunt them down, but because you said I look like them, I'm gonna have to go see because I got a long list of folk that I'm told I look like. Uh, and and as much as I'm proud of my grays and my beard, it's funny. It depends on the light. I've learned something about my hair. The light right now is so bright on it, it makes it look like this is all white. It's not. It's actually salt and pepper like a mug. And even this over here has a lot. It's all salt and pepper, but it's different degrees of it. So like I got some areas that are more black than others, but it don't show up when the light hit. When the light hit, that silver just shines. It's cool to me. I always wanted a pure white beard when I get older. I didn't think I would gray this much, and I'm not even 50 yet. But it is what it is, and I could care less because the ladies love it. I don't give a damn what a dude think. If the ladies keep saying I love it, I'm, I'm swimming in it. Swimming in women. Quote the lyrics all day. But back to my point about, I was saying inland and groups of folks and what I found attractive with ladies on inland. What I've learned is like, and this is an early statement, not even based on so much travel yet, because I admit I haven't done half of the stuff I'm going to do, but it's going to keep happening because I made an oath to myself after the pandemic. I said, I will go one place and get a passport stamp, at least one internationally, every year for the rest of my life as long as I can. That's my goal. That's an ONYXCON goal because wherever I go, I'm taking the cameras with me. I'm taking the opportunity to share that experience and enlighten people and hopefully inspire the next man, woman, child to do what I'm doing because it is a gift to go abroad. I'm telling you, it is. Anybody who has wanted to do it and just ain't done it for a million different excuses, trust me, I used to be you. I used to think, oh man, I ain't got the money, I got the money. That's always what I would say. I meet people from other places. They say, oh my gosh, you know more about my country than I do. I say, well, I study it because I really want to travel, but I just, money's hard. I'm an artist and struggling. That's all. And I see the years going by, and I finally said, man, enough is a freaking no. I don't give a man. I ain't nobody working to pay these bills. I'm working to live. Fuck these damn shit, man. I'm out of this bitch. After COVID, I was like, that's it. I'd be damned if I die in a pandemic and didn't see the world. That was when I made the hope. I was like, that's it. That is it. Enough is enough. I'm out. And I ain't regretted it. I have not regretted it. I went hard too. My first true international for myself experience, because I always say I went, on a family trip to the Bahamas. Never forget that water, and that got me hooked on the Caribbean forever. But that was way back in like 5th grade. I was a kid. But it's still in my head. I still see that water. I still can see the hotel we were in. I can still see even the pool at the hotel. It was the first time I ever went in one of those saltwater pools or whatever they call it, where they don't use chlorine. And I didn't even have to have goggles on. Nothing. Like my eyes didn't burn. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is how the other half lives. This is nice. It was like, yo, this is dope. Damn, my eyes ain't burning. It don't have chlorine. Oh, this is really nice. Never forgot that. Anyway, so yeah, like I was gonna say about inland areas, I've studied all that, and I've come to conclusions that you just don't get as much of a blend. Generally, it's just the way human beings have moved over the ages. where it's inland, like where I'm traveling right now. I'm in the showing up middle of Georgia, coming back from the coast. And in this region right here, you'll see it. Like you'll stop somewhere at a gas station, and everybody just kind of has the same energy. It's that certain kind of country folk. It's different tiers to being country. I'm country. I say I'm country, but Atlanta country ain't country like the rest of Georgia. It just ain't. It's different. But we still all Georgia. Don't get it twisted. We Georgia folk will stand together on some Georgia shit. We'll be like, yo, but we all Georgia. Hell yeah, we Georgia. Goddamn, we Georgia. If they ain't racist and stupid and all that, you ain't crazy. But if you proud to be alive and from your place and all, yeah, people will be hype about you. We all from Georgia. And definitely, of course, people proud of being from Atlanta. When you really from Atlanta, like I am. And but like I say, inland is different versus a place like I say, even Atlanta's not coastal, but everybody want to be there, so it's still got a coastal culture vibe to it because people from everywhere in the world has come there. So if you got an inland place like Atlanta, you're gonna have a similar culture almost to a beach place. People always say the only thing Atlanta missing is a beach. You'll hear people say that. Like if Atlanta had a beach, it'd be over. Like, dude, oh my God. And I say, yeah, that good and bad. It is over. Like it'll be too much. It'll be too much crime, too much drama, because it already got that, and it'll be worse because it'd be too many people on top. You can't have too many people on top of each other, and prices going up, and people ain't making enough money to meet that way of life. That's just that's the problem. Anywhere, that's always the problem. So, like I say, because of that inland thing, and it's kind of like a village thing versus a town or a city. In a village, the dating pool is small. Folk damn near dating, and sometimes are dating their cousins. So people start looking the same. And I always say, it depends on what your tastes are, what phenotypes are attractive to you. You find what you like, it wouldn't even matter that they inland. It's like, yo, I love these people. Man, I go there, it's like all the women look like that. Oh my God. So that's just one of my little theories about that. But anyway, speaking of places, I was gonna give this example when I was talking about places I want to go. And one place that is it's got inland areas and coastal areas. And I must say, the first place I'm thinking about is, again, on the coast. But people, I think, sleep on it when they talk about South America. Everybody's always talking about Brazil and Colombia. Brazil, Colombia, which both are still, honestly, not even 1 and 2, just 1 and 1 on my list. I got to do them probably first, maybe. But Peru, to my fellas, yo, when I'm on dating apps, I don't even search locally no more. Every now and then I will, but I go abroad. I want to look at the world out there. That's all I want. I want to see what's really happening out there. Peru has some gorgeous women. Oh my God. Folk are asleep. All the hype people put on Brazil and Colombia, I'm not saying that they real. They are, them some of the most gorgeous ladies on this planet. Straight up. I know this. I mean, I've had friends who are in Atlanta who are Brazilian, Colombian. They gorgeous. Whenever I'm watching videos, my favorite travel vlog folks on YouTube, oh my gosh, every other woman is just insane. I'm like, well, what the? How do you focus in this place? Like, it's that kind of thing. So I get it. I definitely get it. Damn, y'all, I was just talking. I don't even know when that thing cut off. It sliced into my conversation with a connection issue. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off more or less. This is common to an actor. This is what we do. You just keep going. Going again. Take number 2500. So I was going to say that, when you travel the way I travel, and this is what I stress for my audience, is thinking outside the box, not doing what everybody's doing. I might do a little bit of what everybody's doing just because there's some things in life you feel like, I just want to see that. I've heard so much about it. I want to see it for myself. And even in doing that, I want to see it for myself. And even in doing that, I'm going to give a different interpretation because it's coming through my lens. Every interpretation because it's coming through my lens. Every individual, if you give 10 people an action cam, like a GoPro a really nice camera and their cell phone and tell them, we sending y'all all to the same city. You can all stay in the same hotel or Airbnb. You can all have access to the same beaches, museums, clubs, activities, whatever you want to do. You want to go fish, you want to go hike, you want to flirt and get it in, you want to you want to eat all day, whatever you want to do. We paying for the whole trip. Just imagine this, right? 10 people. And we all gonna make a vlog, and you're gonna give you a full budget to do the damn thing on the top tier. We're gonna have drone people. You're gonna have a film crew with you, right? You're gonna be able to put something epic together. I guarantee you, out of them 10 people, if they all from America, all right. Matter of fact, let's make it even more interesting. What I'm saying, take them from every major city in America right now. I'm talking about all the best known, hypest places. Atlanta, of course, New York, Chicago, LA, Philly, shout your city out, wherever you at. Where you at right now? People who up in here, we got 11 people in the building. Wherever you at, you can pull some people from the world, right? But if you sent them all, for example, to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and they put together videos, vlogs, I guarantee you, everybody's video gonna look mostly different in certain ways, but only a few people are gonna stand out. Out of them 10, maybe 3 are gonna be outstandingly different and truly creative in what I consider creative. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm saying they're gonna do, first of all, they're gonna do shots you ain't never thought to do. When they show things that everybody shows you, they're gonna show it from a different perspective. Their personality is gonna be different. They're not gonna do what everybody else does. When they come live and they say, "Hey guys," me and my boy, we got one of my homeboys. Shout out Zeno, Zeno Bathroom, one of my maestros that does music for ONYXCON. We go back many years. Originally, he's from Mobile, Alabama. He's been living in Atlanta forever, and he's a local legend in the music scene as a DJ, as an MC, as a musicologist, as a a true scholar of comic book culture and all that stuff. That's kind of how we met. But my man Zeno said one thing. He said, "Man, what's going on this thing? Everybody says, hey guys, guys and girls. Everybody, guys, hey guys. It's like, yo, you talking to, first of all, you're talking to everybody. Guys still applies mostly to men, right? And you got a broad audience. A lot of these pretty women, they got women following them too. It's like, why you say guys, hey guys, and everybody says it. Not everybody, but this is what I'm saying about the majority. It's like, what is that? Hey guys, I freaking hate it. So we got this joke whenever we see that. Hey guys, we be acting silly, we be bugging laughing at that shit. But when I tell y'all, that's like, I just don't, when I started doing this YouTube thing, I'm just gonna be me. Like they say, be yourself. Yeah, right. The persons, the people who make the little things trying to advise folk on how to do better, social media and stuff. So you always want to do this. You always want, as soon as they start saying always too many times, I'm like, I ain't listening to you. Because you ain't being yourself. You're being a programmed idea of what you think wins. And it might be winning, because the one other thing about a lot of people is they do follow the crowd. Most people are not individuals. They do like to be in the bunch. They don't want to be seen as the outcast. Shit, shout out from Atlanta, Georgia. We are the outcasts. Goddamn, we out there. That's a part of Atlanta culture that people don't understand. The name of that group was not just the name of a group. It is an identity for the way Atlanta is. Real Atlanta folk. We always absorb from outside and inside what we are and what we come from, and it spills out in different ways. Like, just to speak of hip hop music, when I was growing up, and what I know made Outkast so phenomenal as a group, we were marketed in Atlanta differently than probably any other major city at that time, right? Because you had a thing where, like, for instance, when I was in what was it, elementary into middle school, when LL Cool J was popular, right? I'm talking about back in his original LL days. My head is like a shark's fin, you know what I'm saying? I'm Bad, the album. That era LL, right? Probably one of my favorite LL albums of all time. And I love LL Cool J. That's a legend. Much respect to the GOAT. And L had, like, everybody wanted a Kango, right? And I was a kid, and I see it. I'm impressionable. I did want a Kango. You know what I'm saying? Between Magic and Dream, shouting out Florida. We ain't gonna get on the tangent, but I want to say, let you know I saw that. Yeah, Florida's in the house. Flow riders in the house. But 1 second, y'all. Ooh, did I miss my freaking exit? Damn. I'm gonna have to turn around this jacket jigger. I'm going through one of them. We got this thing called the Spaghetti Junction. It's north of Atlanta, where all these expressway routes crisscross. And so from a helicopter view, it looks like spaghetti, you know. And everybody has these. I'm in Macon area now, and they got them too. And I'm going through that. I'm gonna have to loop back around to where I really should be. But what I was gonna say when Atlanta was in that stage, when LL came out with hip hop. Well, first of all, we had hip hop in Atlanta, but it didn't. It was, we grew up on Booty Shake. Like my man, like Andre said, we grew up on Booty Shake. We did not know no better thing. So go ahead and diss it. A real heart pimp must listen. Started back Africa about that. So you and your partner gather your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's a real ass lyric. That's real as hell. Like, and we love it, and we gonna always love bass. Booty Shake, so to speak, as folks say, but we call it bass. That's folks the Booty Shake. Okay, that's how the rest of the country know. Oh, they talk about that Booty Shake like Luke. Yeah, don't stop, get it. Yeah, right. Yeah, Luke and all that from Miami, all that Miami stuff, all the Florida stuff. Shout out Florida. You know what I mean? This that connection to Florida and Georgia, the whole Southeast, the whole South. This is the stuff we was on. You know, and grown folk back then go to clubs. They would still call them discotheques. That's some country stuff. It's still in some. You go to enough of a country podunk town, they still might call it a discotheque or a disco. You know what I'm saying? Let's get real. You talk about some culture. I always say we don't do it for the culture. We do it for the cultures. Because there's no. As soon as I know within the last 5 sentences, I've confused the hell out of a lot of people because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And that's because it's cultures, plural. It's multiple ways about this thing. It ain't no one way of nothing. Ain't no one nothing. It may be one in the sense that we all can relate. Oh, that's a club. Oh, okay. But y'all call it a discotheque. Okay, cool. You know? Oh, y'all call it a juke joint. Oh, it's a juke. Oh, this country shit right now. Real country shit. That people take for granted, but it need to be understood. It's different. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's supposed to be different. All right. So I'm looping back around. Just got my GPS talking to me at the top of the screen here, so I'll make sure I'm doing right. Whew. I was doing the most, y'all. I was doing the most. Anyway, so like I say, it is gonna be one of them long rides. I can tell. 'Cause I'm feeling it. I got some things I want to share. So anyway, so I was saying, so as hip hop grew, right, we would see the New York stuff, and I mentioned LL to just give you a timeline, but also in terms of style and an impressionable youngster. To this day, I still want one of them damn LL's Cool J Kangos. That's what we call them, even though that ain't what Kango called him, but everybody knew it as that because he made it popular, right? Still want one of them, the terry cloth one, the one that's like a towel, like this, that material, terry cloth as a hat. Still want one of them damn things. Ain't never had one. I'm gonna get one too. Get one. But anyway, I never get my relatives from New York, where some of them came down and visit. I got a lot of people in Hempstead, a couple of folk in Brooklyn. I got people in many places. Used to have somebody in Harlem. So I got some New York roots, you know what I mean? I got some New York peoples and whatnot and everything like that. Plus, I went my first year of school at Pratt. You feel me? I was at Pratt Institute, Brooklyn, New York. Willoughby Ave, stand up, you know what I mean? Fort Greene. Fort Greene, what y'all know about that? Anyway, so, and this was sure enough Brooklyn. I always say this was sure enough Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like we say old school in Atlanta, this was sure enough Brooklyn. 1994. Some of y'all wasn't even born. Some of y'all wasn't born. If you wasn't born yet, hit the comments and laugh. Just get a laughing emoji. Like, yeah, that's me. I'm the youngin'. It's okay. And it's not a dip. It's just, put it in perspective. Life. A lot of life out here. Anyway, so that was going on and the hat was popular or whatnot. We looked at that. We absorbed that. We loved folk like Big Daddy Kane. I mean, like Big Daddy Kane, man, Big Daddy Kane gonna forever be classic. That's you talking about a real MC. But in his style, for some stuff that appealed to Atlanta, if y'all know what gazelles are, they're gazelles, but they used to say gazelles. Those glasses that I didn't even find out till I was grown. I hear people say it, and I said, and I knew what they were talking about. But I didn't even know that gazelles, really pronounced gazelles, like the animal, and they are, I think they're Italian made. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. There's something, expensive European made glasses, but they have these gold frames and really intricate designs that remind you of Great Gatsby era Art Deco. So we're gonna give you an art lesson, an art history lesson. We do edutainment. Hit that subscribe button and that like button now if you've been edutained and you are learning something. My time is valuable, so show some love because I know I'm dropping knowledge, right? But no, they were definitely based on that Art Deco style. And that appealed a lot to the street hustlers in the South and the North and everywhere back then. But especially it stuck with the South. Like once those weren't in style anymore up north, they stayed in style in the South. I always liked the way they look, and I never had a pair because just like a lot of things that became trends, if it was a little too street and hoodish, you know, my mama and daddy, they wasn't like, nah, you ain't gonna be looking like that. That might get you shot. And it was real. They was doing just the right things because it was a D-boy look. And to me, it's like they just glasses and they look cool. I'm on some artist shit. See, this is what I always say about the sad thing about what happens with creatives, how the world could be such a better place if people didn't assign these meanings as they gonna do to everything and try and make it all about what they think it ought to mean. Because once something has been cast with a negative energy, low frequency based on a couple of folks saying we claiming this and this is ours, man, it mess it up for generations. People can't even enjoy it. People can't even wear that hat, can't wear that jacket, can't do them shoes, can't do. Why? Man, that's a D-boy thing. Oh, let me explain, because even though people have been saying it enough in rap, and I ain't gonna assume everybody who listen to rap or understand what I'm talking about. D-boy is an old school phrase for dope boys, folks who's drug dealers. So, and that didn't have no one identity, okay? But to speak specifically in the black community in Atlanta for how that played out, if you had on a pair of Gazette in the, like, what would that be, like late 80s into late 80s and the early 90s, probably about mid 90s, it started to drop, but not even fully because I'm thinking about the group Guy, R&B group Guy, and whatchamacallit, who's in Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall, them glasses Aaron Hall always wear, whether they were gazelles or not, they were gazelle style. That's them kind of glasses, right? So like all that kind of stuff, it's impressionable, it's cool, it's stuff you might dig, but then you find out later it's got all this stuff. So it's sad, like you almost end up like I found myself laughing at how time goes by and things change. And things I can wear now as a late 40s gentleman and nobody bat an eye. Nowhere, I could pass by the most thuggish, ruggish youngsters and they're not even gonna look twice at me or think I'm about that life or in that reality because that ain't me and it ain't never. But I understand all that, and I've studied all of that, and I've been around enough of that to know how it moves. And I'm saying they just won't even care because like the trend has changed. It's not even red. They don't even understand what they're looking at. They see that and they don't even know that used to be a code and all this other mess, which is fine with me because I like when stuff gets played out. Because then it's back to I can wear like old school starter jackets, which are trying to come back. I know this in style. It's really funny. Boy, you could not wear a damn starter jacket or a pair of new Jordans in Atlanta, Georgia, APS schools, Atlanta public schools, when I was in middle school. And that's pathetic to say it, but I'm just telling the damn truth. You could wear it, but if you did, you had to be a D-boy, some kind of gangster, thuggish dude, always trying to fight, always trying to get into some mess, or just that, as I used to call them, coolies, like the hip kid who had thug buddies and may have had what folk would call a blurred now, because even the term blurred didn't exist back then. It was just people would straight up call you a nerd. It was a term of offense. Like, man, who you calling a damn nerd? I ain't no nerd. And it was really because like what black folk who are calling themselves blurs now don't understand. All my young folks, shout out to y'all. We the pioneers. We went through the struggle so y'all could be proud to call yourself a nerd. We didn't let nobody call us a nerd without at least looking at them like, you must be crazy. Like, folk would call me and my boys nerds, and we would just laugh at them if they were thuggish or if they was trying to be coolies, as I call it. Now, coolies my phrase, and I really got to give my dad credit for it because he called them coolies. From when he was in school, he called them kind of dudes, oh, them damn coolies. And it made sense, too, because if you ever seen the movie Coolie High, right? I wonder, and I got to ask him about this. I need to ask my dad. I'd be like, yo, man, when you used to say that all the dudes thought they were so fly and so hip and they popular, but some of them was assholes, very few of them were actually cool with everybody, but they called themselves coolies. Um, was that like really a phrase or was that a personal phrase you came up with? Because I wonder if it was a general phrase in the 60s because the movie Coolie High, if I'm not mistaken, came out late 60s. And that was in Chicago. That movie was made in and based in Chicago. And it showed kind of the energy of it was, that was a predecessor. If you haven't seen Coolie cinema required viewing for anybody who claims that they love black urban cinema, urban films made about the black experience. You have to see Coolie High. It's a great film, hell of a great film, and it is the precursor and it's the blueprint. It's the outline to the plot of Juice that starred Tupac and Omar Epps and other legends. You know what I'm saying? Like my man, oh my gosh, dude, let me not mess up my names right now. Gotta shout him out. Oh my gosh, can't do that. I met the brother just this year. I met him. Who played Hakeem? Oh man, I'm tripping right now. But the dude who Tupac's character killed, I know his name, y'all. I'm tripping so hard right now because I know y'all don't understand. I worked on set with this gentleman. He's in an episode, and I don't know if this is aired yet. So I'm giving y'all some real insider information if they're not already showing him in the commercials. Normally I wouldn't do this, but it ain't no big deal. Actually, if anybody saw this, they'd be happy I said it because it's gonna bring more attention to the show. But he's gonna be the guy I'm talking about. He was also on Girlfriends, the show Girlfriends, and he played the husband of I forget her name. I think it was Brooke. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But damn, I still see my homeboy in my eyes, and I see him. I see him laughing and everything. And we talked on set, but he was on Miss Pat show, and I did some PA work, production assistant work on the show, and I got cool with him. For the day he came on set, that's a real ass cool dude right there. I love to let folk know about the real ones in Hollywood because so many people think everybody's so fake and trifling, and that can be true, but not everybody. There's a lot of cool people who just live in their dreams. He one of them. That's a solid dude. He had no pretentious energy about him. He was very cool and I mean, he literally just walked on set. He was looking at the set. I was standing close to where he had walked in. He met eyes with me. I said, hey, how you doing, bro? And of course, I knew who he was. Everybody know he's a freaking legend from Juice and all these other things. And I just started grinning yo, it's you. What's up, man? And he gave me that like we have known each other forever. I tell you what else. Now I'm just on a tangent. We're going to flow with it. Tell y'all some more Hollywood good stuff. I tell you who else is cool as hell that I met again on that set doing work on Miss Pat. And this was way earlier this year, back when it was cold, for the new season that's airing now. But Tommy Davis, the legend. Tommy Davidson, the comedian, the legend, the actor. I'm sure Tommy has directed, produced all that too. Let me add that in. I'm just gonna say it because I know he's probably done it and it's on his IMDb somewhere, I'm sure. But he's mostly known for being, the comedian. If you ever, of course, everybody knows Booty Call. He was in Booty Call with Jamie Foxx and all that. Or wait a minute, I'm sorry. Booty Call was that Jamie Foxx? Or was that that's damn, wait a minute. That's Bill Bellamy. It's Booty Call. But I do think his homeboy's character was Tommy Davidson. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be mixing up my black movies right now. Anyway, Tommy was so damn cool, y'all. When I tell you, again, same kind of energy, just good energy finds each other. I was chilling between some takes on some stuff, doing what I gotta do, running whatever errand, locking down the area. Lockdown means, you quiet in the down. Quiet on set! Going again! Rolling! I love that shit. Rolling, boy. When you say rolling. Camera's going. And they all going off of us saying it. Everybody else, I did the director that says it. We are the voice of the crew. We are the ones that let everybody know what's next. What's the next moment? What's about to happen? And so We were between something, and sometimes it's dark on the set. The only light is on the scene in the little built set areas and stuff. And I knew he was gonna be there that day or whatever, but I hadn't seen him yet. And he just popped up. He came out of his trailer and he was just hanging out. And he was talking to somebody else. And he turned around and he just started grinning at me like he knew me forever. It was the weird. It was the weirdest feeling. And I wasn't doing no, deer in headlights. I just grinned back like, "What's happening, legend?" And he just, he put out his hand like, "Yo, give me love, man." Gave him that. He's a strong brother too. Slim brothers like us be some strong cats. Don't sleep. Brother had a hell of a grip and pulled me in like, nah, 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 nah. Bring it in, tuck it in. Gave it a full hug, dap. I was like, "Oh man, this is amazing. I'm meeting the legend like this." I said, "Man, the legend." He said, I mean, and that made me laugh because that's an actor thing. That's a code. It's really just a way of saying, "Hey, I'm a human being. My name is this." Because even though you may know me, you may know me well, you may not know me that well. Because the funny thing about being famous like that is somebody be grinning and smiling, they hug you, you be like, "Oh man, Will Smith." And they be like, "Oh look, I'm Tommy. What the hell you be? I don't look nothing like him." And you hear the jokes about comedians and other people and legendary actors and stuff having them moments, especially black ones, when they meeting people of other cultures, and people just be like, "You that black dude, like you every black dude, like how in the hell did you mix me up with him? I don't look nothing like that person." Oh gosh, I forgot. If you still watching, I gotta look up who the hell this Nico is. Somebody said I look like Nico is an older version. I don't know who that is. I gotta look him up. Oh man, but no, he just he gave me the brother hug, man, and then I said, "Yo, man, you a legend." He said, "Yeah, I've done a few things." I said, "No, bro, you a legend." He just bowed like, "Thank you." And he was cool as shit, man. And I never get we used to. I'm saying me and my team, everybody in my department, we used to run the lunches for the trailers for all the actors. And this was right before. Let me see, was it right before or after the Baltimore game? I think it was the game that was going to determine if the Baltimore Ravens were going to make it to the Super Bowl. And I'm still going to root for the Ravens because I want to see it for number 8 and the rest of the team that deserves it. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. But I was bringing him stuff. He got his stuff. And before I could keep going, we just started chatting, man. We started talking football for a minute. I said, man, I'm not even big. Like, I ain't that on the couch potato football dude, but I will watch the highlights of a game, and I always tend to watch playoffs and I'm not going to miss the Super Bowl if I can help it. And so that's the part I always enjoy this time of year when it's down to the crunch, where it's going to be. And we were just, he was just telling me his thoughts on who he thought we were going to win and why, and blah, blah. And we were just talking like I'd have known this brother like my older cousin or whoever, and not even that much older. Tommy ain't no ancient dude. And he's in great shape to be his age. I forget how old Tommy is. He was going to forever have a baby face. He looked young as hell, but he's older. You give him the respect of what he is. And I'm saying, like, just that's a real dude. That's a cool ass dude. So anybody talk shit about Tommy, they full of it because they ain't met the man I met or my brother from Juice I'm talking about. I'll vouch for all these people. Anybody that met on set and they were cool as hell, I will vouch for them because I know stuff comes up. People be talking about folk. I mean, you don't know every aspect of people, everything they do behind closed doors, whatever. But all I know is the person they present. If I get the opportunity to meet them in real life, and they was cool, both of them, very cool. So what's up, my fine people? I'm about to check out, but I want to ask y'all if y'all got any questions for me. If y'all want me to tell some more stories, I will. But you got to say something. You got to hit that. First of all, you got to get them 5 to it. All I see is 2 still. I don't know what's up with them other 3. They done went to sleep slobbing on the phone. Wake up! Shit. You still looking? Put a like. I told that long ass story. You ain't get a like for Tommy Davis' story. Now, just by saying the name and it's real, I ought to be able to get a like up in here just for the legend. Just for telling y'all that good story. And about my brother from the movie Juice and all that. Put some likes up in here. We're going to get the like 5 and I'll tell another story. What's up? Y'all just gonna sit here and look at me ride? Man, people weird. I'm truly convinced there's some bots on this thing. There must be 2 real people and the other 3 are just some robots. Some AI drones they put in here to make you Okay, now we down to 2 and 2. There we go. At least we even it. See what I made the bots jump off? How you gonna all jump off at the same time? Literally. It didn't even go like 5, 4, wait a little while, then drop. No, it's literally two people over here with 2 lights. That's how I know it's real. And I know who one of them is. That's my homie, Between Magic and Dreams, all day. Let's see. See if I can read what you had asked me earlier, man. I couldn't see it. He had asked me, oh no, he was just talking about the grit and the grind of writing. That's what's up, man. Just stick to it, bro. You know you got it. I'm looking forward to the next comic book, bro. Let me know, especially once you get that story to the point where it can come out as a trade, and if you keep that artist or get more artists on that level, that caliber, because you got a great artist you're working with. I know you know it because you're a visual artist too, so you know quality when you see it because you got skills. So keep that person, man. They got that fire. Well done. And I like the printing too. All your printing be off the check. Your book, your novels, and your comics. The printing is always. I mean, hey, man, bro. I like to just touch your novels. The cover, that soft finish on that cover, the sleeve on the novel, got that soft finish. I just like to touch the book. This is a very nice book. The way it just physically is a nice book. So yeah, we're gonna end on that note. Give my folk props. And I'm gonna check off, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I will repost this because what they do, I've learned, when you go live on YouTube, you think when you say publish, it's just gonna immediately become available. No, you have to go back and make it public. Like it's public now for you to engage with me, but once I end this, it becomes private, and I have the choice of making it public again. So that's how that works. Okay, we back to 3 now, but I only see 2 likes. What's up? What's up? Where you at? Where you from? What you doing? What's going on? I might stay up. There it is, down to 2 again. I scared them off. See, the real one's gonna be scary anyway. That's what they do. Them fake ones, should I say? The real one's not scary. The fake one's gonna be scary as hell. You can scare them off. All you gotta do is, I see you. Oh, I see you looking at me. Oh, scary ass motherfucker. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Peace.